Well, new tonight, the USA women's gymnastics team has already won the gold medal in Paris, and KWWL's Emily Moss spoke with the new University of Iowa women's gymnastics coach about that success and its effect on her team here in the black and gold.
In the era of Simone Biles and Suni Lee, women's gymnastics continues to grow, with new athletes raising the bar on the national stage and at the collegiate level, as proven by the University of Iowa team. Whether competing for gold or competing in the black and gold, the sport of women's gymnastics is growing and changing.
It's been amazing to watch the evolution of our sport, the difficulty, just the maturity too.
Jen Llewellyn is the new head gymnastics coach for the women's team at the University of Iowa. A former three-time All-American gymnast herself, she says the sport's popularity comes down to two things: the stories and the shock.
The stories of these young women and what they've gone through and what they've sacrificed, persevered through, and then just the elite level fear-defining skills that they do. It's insane. It's impossible for a lot of people to even conceptualize doing these skills. So the wow factor of it all, that they can do 3 flips and 2 twists, or a double flip off of the vault table, or twisting on the bars and high to low and low to high, and all of these incredible skills that defy all odds and defy gravity.
From delivering on the mat to delivering testimony in front of Congress, Llewellyn says U.S. women's gymnastics has taken a major leap forward in recent years.
I was in the era where you don't really have the ability to think for yourself because you're just always told what to do. So I think the last, I would say 10 years, it's really been fun to watch in college and in the Olympic scene of athletes getting in tune with their feelings and their bodies and figuring out, this is what I need and this is what I'm feeling.
After the University of Iowa put women's sports in national headlines, Llewellyn jumped at the opportunity to become a Hawkeye.
Obviously, women's basketball and Caitlin Clark has, not just for women's basketball, but for all women's sports as a whole, has really put it on the map. So with the new facility, with the investment in women's sports, with all the change that's happening in the NCAA, I think from afar I saw that, wow, they really are putting gymnastics first. And this is a place where you can really be successful and win national titles.
2 new members of the UI team are competing in Paris this year for Team Canada.
So it's exciting to come into an opportunity where we get to work with Olympic elite level athletes.
Llewellyn says she's confident when they return, Eastern Iowa will continue to show up for their female athletes and continue to break records.
And I want everyone to be a fan of gymnastics. I want to fill the stands and sell out. Carver is the goal, to sell out, just like women's basketball does and just like the football stadium does.
As she helps the team bring home even more national titles.
They're very hungry, they're very driven, they're excited for the future.
The official collegiate gymnastics season begins in January. Tickets are already available on the Hawkeye Sports website. Emily Moss, News 7, KWWL.